there are 9 aspects to the human entity. You see.
The next question I had was, how does one call upon deities for guidance, strength, and clarity?
I think along the development of the other questions, we've kind of answered that. It's personal with clarity and with knowledge. It's not formality. It's not spinning and kicking your foot twice. It's a very, very, very personal communication. But there are definite channels, roads, inlays into proper communication. And again, not just speaking. So, someone else.
I'd like to just read a quote from my book, Spiritual Warriors Are Healers. And this is to show you an aspect. First of all, let me say there's almost no bad way to connect with the Creator. It's your intent. So whether you use good language, good diction, you know, it's your intent. It's your spirit aligned with that Creator. Is your spirit aligned with that principle? Okay. Here's an example. It's called Spirit of Infinite Minds, Spirit of Infinite Wisdom, the Creator that allows all to exist, knowledge to be comprehended. Allow me to sit at your feet. By myself, I am non-existent. But through you, Spirit, I am omnipowerful. Through you, Spirit, nothing can happen to me. Through you, Spirit, my journey will be powerful. Through you, my understanding will be liberating. Through you, Spirit, I am already there. I have already become successful before I began. And so if I'm on my way to a journey, my spirit, as I see the journey, I've already become successful through. I've asked Haru, Ptah, I've asked them to guide me. I've asked Set to guide the way. Oh yes, Set. I know some of y'all are scared of Set. Set is like your immune system. Without your immune system, you would cease to exist. You wouldn't even live through the day.
Absolutely.
Set sits on the helm of the boat of Ra, shoves his spear down a Pep's throat and says, I am the only one who can do it, and I do it every day. So you call on these divine energies to interface. When I used to participate in the martial arts, competitive, 6 times national champion. But one of the times I went in and my son is saying, Dad, you got to get ready for this guy. I said, oh no, I just need to allow the spirits to come in. Because I want Shango, Abatla, Haru, Set. I want them to go into the ring. I want them to take my body. See, so your invocation, your prayer, you become the spirit. You ask the spirit for guidance and the spirit will come in. But you got to empty your cup. If your cup is full, there's no room for the spirit. So you empty your vessel. That's where learning how to breathe, learning how to control your mind, to quiet your world, allow the Neptune to come in, and it will take possession. We are afraid of how powerful we are. That's the real fear we have. Not how little we have become, how powerful we are. And you know what happens though? With that power comes responsibility. And we're afraid of the responsibility of how powerful we are.
And that's why so many who touch on this legacy now, I mean, I'm sure you all will experience that now we have Kemetic Moors, we have Kemetic Muslims, we have Kemetic Christians, we have Kemetic Hebrew Israelites. Everybody's now is trying to get on the bandwagon of Kemet. Now, you say, how do you invoke the energies of these divine forces? Well, let's be practical. If you have to go down to court, you will, of course, do your invocations to Ma'at, that all things may come out in order, and that justice, even though I don't like that word justice, because it really is just ice, you know, I prefer to use the term Ma'at, you know. If you are going, let's say, into a debate, you may want to invoke Chehuti, you know, and so on, and have this consciousness, presence within you, that this energy may now speak through you and guide you in whatever your purpose is. You see?
Let me chime again that we, and I'm not being presumptive for anyone sitting here, because I know to be a fact, we are warrior priests. Therefore, when we call on the specific entity, it is for a specific purpose. And we ask, may it be so. Because we are already prepared for the consequences. As Dishi indicated, I'm also a little bit familiar with martial arts.
Oh, stop. I was there when you got, I was present when you got your 10th degree, so don't even try.
Yeah, that is true.
All right?
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But my point with that is, I say like this because of who I know I'm calling and speaking to. I use this expression, which comes through in many cultures, but I say it like this. I avoid battle because for me, I'm already attending your funeral and you don't know that it started. Mm-hmm. You see, I can't be very overjoyed about that. So I take myself out of the equation because I know who I've already called on. Mm-hmm. I take myself out of it because I know what that entity will do, so I'll slap you.
It's like what you said, it reminds me of Muhammad Ali. He won before he fought.
That's really the principle.
He won before he fought.
Yes.
And the opponent cooperated. He would tell him, you're going to fall in 5. Yes. And he would just be waiting for the moment when he would lie down. Sonny Liston is a perfect example. He couldn't wait to lie down.
Yes.
So we call on these natural rules because we understand them. We open up by saying, what are these principles? Mm-hmm. And we talked about how all the levels that they represent. Baba Haru talked about how they even evoke, we can evoke sound to heal the various organs in the body. Because they also are in alignment. If you know Kemetic Haru's vision, they call horoscope, that's Haru's vision, okay? That, Amun starts out, right? And Amun relates to the head, right? And it goes all the way down, like, and each part of the zodiac, Haru's vision, relates to a organ or a part of the limb of the body. And so it's important for us to understand these natural, these principles, so that they can become part of who we are. And that's how we evoke them. That's how we carry them. We live them every day. We wake up with them. They're with us during our transition and sleep. Yes. And when we transform in the morning, they are with us. Yes. So there is never a time, like for example, our nature don't rest.
No. They don't have the need to do that. There's no fatigue. What?
Besides, if there was rest, there would be no universe.
Yes.
Because all things vibrate.
Yes.
Constantly, never ending.
Yes.
See, that's our inner standing, our center standing of these principles.
And if you don't believe that, I invite anyone out there to hold the principle of air from your body for 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah. Ain't gonna happen.
Lorraine Hansberry said it in Raising the Sun. Hold your breath long enough to die.
Yes.
That was a challenge.
Yes.
One other question. What is causing the changes in the world today? What do you think is causing us the changes?
It's the movement of time.